Hey, I was sitting up here today in meditation. Started really channeling my Uncle Ray, who is a great inspiration to me. Um, you know that uncle that come into your life and they funny, but they just tell it like it is, and don't nobody really want them to tell the truth, so they tell the truth through jokes. It was that type of uncle, and I'll never forget. Uh, I was about at this time. I think I was 6 months pregnant, maybe 7 months. And suddenly my cousin showed up at my house. I thought it was weird because nobody came to visit me ever. So, a little weird. And so, me and her wasn't talking. So, while I was pregnant, I had called her and I said, God gonna open up your womb. Right? But I had already seen this because my mother and her mother are sisters and they got pregnant together, right? But our dads are also brothers, okay? And so the story that we were told was, "Ooh, Holy Spirit, I don't know what's gonna come down, y'all, but this gonna be a download for me." But anyway, oh, confirmation. But anyway, our mothers are sisters, our dads are brothers. The story goes they was in high school, they was high school sweethearts, and they fell in love. Cool. Okay. So further down the line, as I started doing inner child healing, like when you do inner child healing, it's not something that happens in one day. Like I didn't get here in one day. I didn't get here because I was necessarily taught this. Some of this, the religion part, I was taught. Wrapping my head like this something that I was taught. Like people, women in my family, they always wrap their head, but I didn't know why, right? And so then my ancestors that were in the slavery movement, and I say in the slavery movement because I don't, this is what I was taught. My bloodline is was originally white people. And somebody in my family, I can't remember it because I got to get all the little documents. You know, they pass down stories. But anyway, it was a white man messing with a black woman in Georgia, and they found out about it and they ran him out of town. So when they ran him out of town, they got on a wagon and they went to Arkansas, right? And where they was with black people. So a lot of people, you know, you on this side of town, they on the other side of town. And so they calling you whatever, because you over here with these, what it is, right? And so, you know, as I was sitting here, the woman with the apron came, right? I've never had an apron, y'all, but I always wanted one. But anyway, you know, the woman with the apron with her head tied, right? That's part of your flow, okay? That's part of aligning yourself so divine information can come down. It is very important that you have something secured around your navel when you are getting divine information, especially when you first start on this journey. Now, for me, I get it all the time because I know how to put myself in a meditative state. Do you understand what I'm saying? Where there is nothingness. And so when stuff comes in, that's how you know the authenticity of the information that you're getting. Plus, God will continue to show you what He means. Okay. Prime example. So, I like angel candles. You know what I'm saying? I like my candles with Jesus and stuff like that, Mary Magdalene. So, I was ordering my stuff and I got this candle, right? It's the St. Jude candle. And one thing that always bothered me was kids that I knew something wasn't right. Like I knew something had been tempered with these kids. And it could be a lot of different things. And I always ask God how to help these kids. That would I would hear St. Jude's commercials, the hospitals, or I would pass a Mayo Clinic, I would automatically just start praying. And I would always ask God, like, God, why is these kids sick? Like, why is these kids coming here sick? And it wasn't until I got pregnant with JoJo. God had told me to open my healing clinic. I had opened the healing clinic. The angels are there and everything. And I start seeing Same Two commercials. And I said, God, do not tell me that my child is sick. Right. But I knew the fact that I didn't know I was pregnant that whole first trimester. And I'm not going to say that I didn't know because God kept telling me, you pregnant, but it's going to be okay. Right. But when you open a business, that's also a delivery. That's also something that you've been pregnant with, right? And so I say all that to say this. A lot of this stuff that's happening in the earth right now is to balance the scales of justice. When my child got up out of here, I said, God, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was cussing, I was going off. When I say going off, I don't want to see Jesus. I don't want to see Mary. I don't want to talk to Source. I don't want to do none of that shit. I want to be by myself. And I was. And I would go to the ocean every day. Every day I would go to the ocean. And I would say, God, what is going on? You got to fix this. What is going on? Right? And God was talking to me. He was comforting me. I had to do some Reiki sessions. I had to get with my soul tribe, some people that could heal me. Okay? A healer is smart enough to know that they can't heal themselves. They need help. You know what I'm saying? And I never forget when I get this couple's name, I tag it because they got family retreats for healing with kids. And this guy came on there. We was on this Zoom class, and I could feel his wife holding space for me off camera. Listen. And the Holy Spirit said, I want you to take this black onyx stone and I want you to take this selenite wand. And my selenite wand, this particular one, is what I use to clear the chakras of my clients. Man, I put that thing on me, and the floodgates start opening. And this black man with dreads, he started crying because he felt my heart. And I was on there, I was just crying, I was just crying, I was just crying. And I think it was like a week or two since I had lost my baby. And I got on there and started crying, and the whole Zoom class started crying. And it got me vulnerable to the place where I could heal. And so when God started showing me cities, I don't know if you know about Sodom and Gomorrah, but a lot of people know about Lot and Lot's wife. And when God got ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he told, he told somebody else to go get Lot, send word. And Lot went and got his wife and they got ready to leave. And when they got ready to leave, Lot's wife looked back. And when she looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. And that's one thing that God gave me on this journey. And I said, okay, God, I know I can't be stuck. I can't be stuck in the past because I'm going to die there. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a call to scare nobody. All I'm saying is look forward. You got breath in your body. No matter what happened yesterday, you still got breath. You still can go on. You still can be healed. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody that you can talk to openly. A lot of healers, it's not anything that we're doing. We just shine our light so that people feel the love of the Most High and they are able to heal. A lot of us, we don't even use tools. We just sit there, listen to God, and let God move. And people can feel that when God moves, you can feel it. And when you a healer, just like Jesus, when Jesus say, who touched me, I feel virtue leave me. Listen, healers can feel that. That's why y'all see me on here crying. Because I can feel the hurt of the nation. And it is not good. People are ready for change.